Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today we're going to compare HBAR and Algorand for you guys and take a look at both of them and see which one I think could do possibly better in the next bull run. And we'll take a look at the prices I think they could hit in the next bull run. And full disclosure, I don't currently have any HBAR in my portfolio, but I've been thinking about picking some up. Just have some other tokens that I'm accumulating currently first. I did pick up some Algorand recently in the big dip that we had. I just couldn't resist myself. It was at such a great price that I picked some up. Even with all the SEC FUD, I think it's going to overcome that. But let's dive into it and take a look at these two. All right, currently HBAR is at 5 cents. And if you look at the history here over the last 180 days or so, it was up to this about 9 cents. And the market cap currently is on 1.6 billion. This one, it's had a little bit of a decline, but I think partially just because of the market. It's been kind of weird, but also I think there's been more tokens in circulation recently on this one, if I remember correctly, and I think that most of that is stopped for now. It's just going to be minor from this point going forward. I think I covered that in my quant versus HBAR video. And the Algorand here is currently at only 920 million market cap, so it's almost half the market cap of HBAR. But if you look at HBAR here, the market cap that it hit in the last bull run, it hit almost 7 billion market cap, where ALGO hit about 12.5 billion market cap. So what's funny is Algorand hit a higher, almost double market cap of HBAR in the last bull run, yet when it corrected way harder than HBAR. So that tells you that there's some more confidence in the HBAR holders, and they've got more diamond hands than the algo holders. Now I think part of this may have to do with the SEC declaring it like a security. That could be possibly why. But it had quite a big correction even back in December here, where it got down to like a 1.2 billion market cap, and then it's corrected down even more here. But I think this is a great buy-in zone for Algorand. I did pick up some during this dip, and I think with the SEC FUD, that's kind of what hurt it the most. But I want to show you a couple things here with HBAR. They're showing here that they've been averaging about 1,400 transactions per second, which is really good. And then their wallet, the Hashpack, recently had a security audit, and I'll take a look at that real quick. Basically, it passed the audit, and if we look at the actual audit here, it only has it had like one high severity rating that they fixed, 4 medium severity ratings that they fixed. And it passed the audit. It says they had like 22 issues found, and they resolved 17 of them. And then they have 4 of them that they've acknowledged that were more minor here that aren't fixed yet. And then one that was mitigated here. They mitigated one that was just an informational finding, I guess. So they had a misuse of this SHA 512, at least a password vulnerability. They fixed that, so that's good. And then they fixed these other ones as well. So it passed their security audit, so that's good. And if we look at the holders here between the two, this is really interesting. According to this, I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but according to this Dragonglass app.dragonglass.me, it's saying that there's 2.8 million total HBAR accounts. And it says total accounts, the number of accounts created on the Hedera Hashgraph network, along with the account number of the latest account created. So this has 2.8 million current holders, it looks like. If we go to Algorand here, this is saying that it has 31 million. So there seems to be a lot more Algorand holders if this is accurate. So someone let me know in the comments if that's not accurate or not, if you know, but this is the information I could find before making this video. So it seems that there's a lot more, like 15 times as many algo holders than HBAR yet. So it must mean that there's a lot more large HBAR holders than there are algo holders, and maybe a lot more smaller amounts being held in the Algorand wallets. So just let me know in the comments if that's true or not, if you know otherwise. If we go to Algorand's Twitter here, they're celebrating 4 years of their mainnet, and basically they've got 1 billion transactions, 31 million accounts, like I just said, 29 million blocks, and 258,000 smart contracts deployed. I'm not sure what the ASAs means, and 58 protocol releases. So they're both doing really well. They're both great projects. I know HBAR has a really huge following. Algorand has a lot of following too. And it'll be interesting to see what happens after this SEC FUD is down. But comparing these two in market cap, Algorand's a 2x away from HBAR's current market cap. And I think that could do a lot with this SEC FUD. Because if we go back to, let's go back to the 90-day here. Its market cap was around 1.7, almost 1.7 billion market cap back here in April. If we go to HBAR in the 90-day, it was just at 2.2 billion at its peak, and then it was mostly around 2 billion back here in April. So they were really close in market cap in this last few months until this SEC FUD came in and declared ALGO a security. So basically, they both have really good potential in the next bull run. Now, if ALGO does as good as it did in the next bull run, it could do twice as much as Hedera. So the upside being that it's already down 50%. From here, ALGO is at the 900 million market cap, and it hit 12.5 billion. So that's almost, like a 14 or 15x from its current price to reach its previous market cap. Where HBAR, it hit, almost 7 billion. So that's only about a 4 or 5x from its current market cap. So it's hard to say which one's the better, the better one for the next bull run. But I know that HBAR seems to have a lot more following recently than Algorand, so I think it's going to do really well in the next bull run. A lot of people are expecting HBAR to get to at least $1, but I think there's some token inflation that would slightly affect this price, but not that much, because I think the biggest dump was recently in the circulation. So if I had to guess, I think HBAR is probably going to crush this $6 billion market cap in the next bull run, and could possibly do 10 or 20 or better if it gets as popular as some of the other larger ones like Polygon. Polygon hit 20 billion in its last bull run. So it'll be interesting to see how the SEC FUD affects Algorand in the next bull run, but I think at the current price, I just couldn't resist, and I jumped on it because I saw the potential for what it could do from where I bought it. So if ALGO hit a 20 billion market cap in the next bull run, now these are just predictions, they're just guesses, guys. If it hit 20 billion in the next bull run from its current market cap, that would be more than a 20x of its current price. So, but I would be definitely selling at a 10x, at least 20 to 25% of my portfolio. And these larger caps, you kind of have to be careful because you really don't know what they're going to do. It may not do 12 billion. It may only do 7 billion. So you just have to make sure you're taking profits on the way up, guys. But I think either way, I plan on holding both of these probably in my portfolio. But you can't, even though HBAR is such a great project, the upside Algo looked better to me, and that's why I jumped on it when it crashed with the SEC FUD. But I think HBAR is going to do fantastic, and I think that was right before some of these tokens were released in circulation, possibly when I picked it up. I can't remember what day it was that I picked it up, but I don't think you could really go wrong with either one of these. I know some people out there holding a lot of HBAR. I know Jake Gordon, his YouTube, he's a YouTuber. He's got I think over 1 million HBAR. I'm not sure if he's holding algo or not, but he thinks it's going to get at least to $1 in the next bull run. But most of you guys should be aware that, you know, if it got to 50 cents, you should really seriously start taking some serious profits on it. So because it may not hit $1, you just don't know what it's going to do. And a lot of people are calling for a $2 to $3 HBAR. That's possible, but it's not guaranteed. So remember to take profits on the way up, guys. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you think that each of these could do. If you think algo is going to hit $1 or $2 in the next bull run, I think it's going to at least hit $1 in the next bull run, and I think HBAR could hit $1 as well. But like I said, I'm going to be taking profits probably around the 50-cent mark on HBAR if I pick it up, and I would probably, if you look at HBAR here over the last 90 days or so, it's been coming down. It's possible that it could get down to 4 cents again, but you just don't know. So you know, picking it up now, you're still going to make great profits in the next bull run. And those of you who bought it at 10 or 15 cents, if you're worried about being down on your profits, I think you'll still do really well in the next bull run. And you could just purchase more if you can to get your dollar cost average down. Now, those of you who are kind of sitting on the sidelines and haven't purchased any crypto and you're looking to get in, I mean, I wouldn't be waiting around for, you know, a huge market crash. We may get one yet this year, we may not. With Bitcoin being really bullish now and hitting over 30K again, it's hard to say what the market's going to do. I was not expecting that, but with all this news of BlackRock and that jumping into Bitcoin, it's just kind of pumped the price, and when Bitcoin starts pumping, the rest of the coins seem to follow. So I think either one of these coins are really good to have in your portfolio. And I know I've called them tokens. They're actually coins because they have their own network. So they're actually coins, not tokens. When I say tokens, it's just a relative term. So don't, you know, correct me on that. But I know the difference between the two. I just sometimes I'm used to saying tokens when they're actually a coin. I appreciate it. If you would subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. And I've got the free Telegram group. Someone said the link wasn't working, but I tried it. It is working for me, and it is the correct link. It's in the description of the video and the pinned comment. So it should be working. If it doesn't, I guess try to message me on here and I'll respond to you. But it should be working. Other people have been able to join it without any issues. So hopefully, I added a Telegram bot to kind of keep spammers out of the chat, so we don't get bots trying to scam people or whatever. Try to keep scammers out of there if I can. Should have hit 500 subscribers now, so I appreciate that. It's all from you guys, and hopefully I'll be hitting 1,000 subscribers here in the next month or so. As the rate that it's going, I should be able to do that, so that's great. I appreciate it. That's all I've got for this video, guys. I will see you on the next one. Thanks.